Just checking we're live, just checking everything's working. Wonderful. Good morning everybody, it's Caroline Robson here from English Online for Children, and today I really want to talk about a crucial aspect of your child's language learning journey: setting achievable goals. So I'm really excited here to share with you the insights on why it is a game changer for the young learners and how it can fuel confidence in their language learning adventure. So let's start with the importance of goal setting. So embarking on the journey of language learning is like, let's picture it, it's like setting sail in uncharted waters. Okay? The compass that steers this linguistic journey is none other than goal setting. A compass that not only provides direction but also adds to the purpose of the expedition. So while delving into the vast linguistic seascape, understanding the significance of goal setting becomes paramount. Okay, so here, picture this. Picture it as navigating a map where each goal is a plotted point, a destination that beckons on the language learning journey. But these destinations aren't just any old markers. They are beacons illuminating the exciting landscape of new words, expressions, and cultural understanding. So in this vast expanse of language, goals are the guiding light that prevent the journey from becoming a bewildering labyrinth. Okay, so if you are following this and you're thinking, yeah, I understand what you're saying, then send me a little message below. Tell me that you are there with me, you're still here, that you're understanding now a little bit more about the importance of setting goals. Also, if you're just joining us, say #live or #replay if you're on the other end of this. And tell me where you are. So #Alicante, #London, wherever. I really want to see where people are. Let's get back into it. So we've set sail on this sea of journey of uncharted waters. We've not made any goals at all yet. And it is literally uncharted water. The compass you need steers you into the right direction. That compass is the goal setting. And it's these little goals or the markers that guide you in your journey or in your child's journey, preventing you from going this way, 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 into a labyrinth, a maze. Okay? So, yet, the importance of goals extends beyond more than just being mere guides. They act as custodians of direction, letting us know when we have deviated from the intended course. So they're not going to just tell you, hey, go this way, go this way. They're also going to tell you when you are off course, when things are not going the way that they should. So brilliant. More reason to have goals. So think of them as checkpoints. Not only do they measure progress, but they also serve as reminders of the chosen path. So in the dynamic realm of language learning, where the scenery is forever changing, goals act as a consistent reference point. Moreover, these goals aren't just markers for accomplishment, they are reminders of your chosen direction, and they're also reminders of what you have achieved so far. So when the language learning ship veers off course, these goals act as a gentle nudge or a signal to return back to the intended path. I hope everyone got the ship version metaphor that I was saying. But it's quite good to remember. So let's start again from this. So we get up to scratch. We're on a ship. We're going to sail the language seascape of English, but we don't know where we're going. It's uncharted waters. We have no idea. So we get our compass out and we find a direction. The compass are the goals. The compass is what tells you which direction, which chosen path you're going to take. And along that route, you will have beacons on the land, the beacons that will tell you that you're going in the right direction. Okay, so if your boat sails off the chosen path in the direction that you're wanting to go, these beacons will go, hey you're off course, so come back. They will remind you that you are not quite on the intended path. Okay, so goal setting becomes a dual function. It becomes the map to explore the language seascape, and a compass to bring the journey back on track when the waves of distraction try to sway you off course. So, how do goals then boost confidence? Well, boosting confidence actually comes through achievements. So in the intricate dance of language learning, setting and achieving goals play a central role. The significance goes beyond the mere act of accomplishment. It's a profound confidence booster. It's amazing. Okay, so think of it as navigating now. We've got another metaphor here. So think of it as navigating a labyrinth of language challenges, and that every time you meet a goal, it's a victorious turn. You say, yes! Okay? Imagine it. So even the smallest milestones that you hit, the smallest achievements along the route, carry immense weight. If you were to have a bag and you picked up a little stone along the path, and you kept picking them up, it's going to weigh a lot by the end of the path of your journey. So if you imagine it like this, those small stones are your small achievements, or your child's small achievements. They weigh a lot when they're all put together. They are not just the markers that you're picking up along the route, but they're also the celebrations of progress, of the success. It's like climbing a ladder. To get to the top of the ladder, you have to take one step at a time. Each of those rungs in the ladder is an achievement. So by the time you get to the top of the ladder, you have become so good at your language that your achievements on each step has built it up to that pinnacle point at the top of the ladder. So as learners conquer these language heights, okay, the magic starts to happen and confidence blooms. Not in the grand leaps, but in the subtle steps, the subtle mastery of each step. Okay? Confidence can happen with great big jumps in progress, but it's more often fed through the small, subtle mastery of each of the steps going up the ladder. This journey mirrors climbing the ladder of proficiency, which with each conquered rung, with each step, the fear that often accompanies the unknown falls away. It's not just about overcoming language barriers, it's about becoming comfortable with the unfamiliar. So the accumulative effect of all of this is transformative. What was once a formidable ascent up this ladder becomes a series of conquered steps, and the confidence is no longer something that can never be achieved. It is no longer an abstract concept, but now a tangible result of resilience and dedication to the learning process, because you've taken one step at a time. So what is then the art of setting realistic goals? So setting realistic goals is definitely an art. It's a delicate dance between the aspiration and achievability. I want to achieve this. I aspire to achieve this. Is it really possible? So imagine it as orchestrating a symphony where each note, each goal contributes to the harmonious composition of that piece of music, okay, of your child's language journey. Okay, so is it achievable? Yes, they're achievable. But the first brushstroke in this artistic endeavour involves finding the sweet spot, the balance between a challenge and achievability. So goals should be like stepping stones, not massive big hurdles, leaps that seem impossible. They need to inspire effort and dedication. They are acting as catalysts for progress, yet not so far for reaching. So they're not too far out there that when reaching for them, they cast a loomy shadow of overwhelming difficulty. So you've got to be baby steps, stepping stones, because these goals need to inspire effort and dedication. They are going to make you want, or your child to want, to achieve this. If they are too big, they're big hurdles or they're big distance between them, which seems so difficult, your child will not want to do it, but eventually will give up because it does not inspire effort. It does not inspire achievability. When I was teaching in class in schools, we would do goal setting. We would do it for a 3-month period. And we'd break it down into 3 parts, a goal for every month that built up to the final goal that they wished to achieve. And we would look at it every month and we would discuss it one-to-one with the children. Luckily, I didn't have 30 children in the class at the time, because that would have been a big challenge. And they could see if they were on track by whether they were achieving what they wanted for that first month as the stepping stone to achieving the grand 3-month goal. So for you need to consider it like crafting a roadmap, a bespoke guide tailored specifically to your child's unique language adventure. So each of those goals that you set become a checkpoint on this map, a destination that beckons with the promise of discovery. So it's like you're going to become a skilled cartographer, a map maker. And you're not just going to set goals, points along the route that are just any old goal. You are going to sketch a path that aligns with your child's abilities, ensuring that the journey is both engaging and manageable and achievable. One of the key words in setting goals is it must be achievable. Because, like I pointed out just a few minutes ago, if the goals are so difficult to achieve, they're not really going to be goals that your child is going to achieve. Let's be real. If they seem so big, then you need to break them down. Smaller goals is much better than having one big goal and working towards that one big goal. It's not I'm not saying that you shouldn't have big goals, but you should break down the big goal into little parts so that the your child can achieve them. Okay, it's got to be manageable, it's got to be engaging, and it most definitely has to be achievable and realistic. Okay, it's got to be realistic. So in essence, the art of setting realistic goals is about infusing the language learning adventure with excitement, curiosity, and a sense of achievement. It is about fostering a positive environment where each goal isn't a distant mountain peak, but a reachable summit. Encouraging your child to climb the mountain with enthusiasm, with curiosity, and the joy of accomplishment. And I can relate to this with climbing mountains. You always see that there's a mountain peak there and you think, I've got to get to the top. And it just feels like you're never reaching the top. Now, if your goal setting is very much like that, then your child will feel exactly the same. I'm never going to reach the top. So you really do need to make sure that your goals are realistically set and achievable. I'm going to keep saying that because they are key elements to this. So before we carry on, let me know in the comments below if you are following this, if this is actually really helpful for you. I'd really love to know as well. Don't forget to hashtag live, hashtag I'm getting it, whatever comes to mind. I'm going to leave this one really open. Let me know that you are understanding what's going on and that this is being really helpful. Don't forget to tag a friend into this video as well if you feel that they could benefit from this at the same time. So here, I'm going to give you some examples of achievable language goals. Okay, so now let's just dive into the practical side of goal setting, making it tangible and achievable. It's about turning aspirations into actions and dreams into reality. So consider setting language goals as assembling blocks, one block at a time. Okay, so we're going to start with the foundation. So something as straightforward and effective as learning 5 new words a week. This is going to be your goal. Okay, so something really easy that's achievable. I'm going to learn 5 new words every week. Now you could say that's Monday to Friday, or you could do Monday to Sunday. Okay, but 5 words, it just seems like it's so easy to do, and it's so achievable, and it's going to inspire motivation, and it's going to inspire success, because it is manageable, and they add up over time. So by the time you say you've done a month of that, that's 4 weeks, so that's 20 words in 1 month. You can imagine then how big a vocabulary base you will be. No, that's not even right, is it? 5 days, yeah, right, so 20 words a week, 20 words a month. Yes, my maths is terrible. Okay, so over the course of a year, you will then your child will have gained a lot of words. So that's brick 1. Brick 2, so the next one, is confidently introducing oneself in English. Okay, so now, introducing yourself in English. This goal not only enhances linguistic skills, but it also provides the foundation, or builds the foundation for meaningful conversation. Okay, meaningful communication. So here your child can start to learn how to introduce themselves, how old they are, and other important aspects of them that they can talk about. And it starts to build and build and build. It is a step towards language confidence, and what it also does is it reverberates that confidence in different social settings. Okay, so now we're going to envisage understanding a short story as the next level, so the next brick, number 3. So we're going to have a goal that introduces the element of narrative comprehension, weaving together some of the vocabulary that's been learnt and some grammar that's been learnt, and then the story context. So you can see how these building blocks of goals are getting a little bit more complex as we go up the scale. So it's a milestone that marks the deeper level of language proficiency. Okay, so each block is going to be a milestone that marks a deeper level of language proficiency. Every time you've got one block completed, the next goal, you're gaining more proficiency. Now, these examples are not just any old examples. They're actually showing you a strategic plan of setting the goals, basically moving from one to the other. They're stepping stones, and each one provides ability for the next one, which will then provide ability for the next one. So they're stepping stones propelling your child towards more significant language proficiency. So they're not just about goals. It's not just about goals. It's about achievement and making the small victories that collectively shape the confident and articulate English speaker that your child is going to become, which is amazing. So what do we do then when we have these achievements in our goals? Well, we then celebrate. Now, you can celebrate in any way that you wish, but celebration is the secret ingredient that transforms achievement into a joyful journey. Right, so let's dive in to why recognizing and celebrating each goal is pivotal. It's so essential that it's a pivotal aspect. It's an essential part of your child's language learning adventure. So imagine achievement as a series of steps. This is the whole thing. It's all about steps. It's all about being able to achieve them. It's all about being confident. So no matter how small each of those steps are, it builds up to the next layer. And so celebration is the cheerleader, okay, standing at the top, applauding each step your child takes. Okay, so why is then it so important? Because firstly, it's a powerful reinforcement tool. When we celebrate, we are essentially telling the brain, hey, oh my God, this is fantastic. Let's do more of it. So we're making positive reinforcement, and this reinforcement wires the brain for success, creating a loop of motivation. Oh, I did so well there. I want to do some more. I'm going to do some more. I'm going to do some more. I'm so motivated. Now, celebration doesn't have to be this all-out party where you go absolutely be grand, maybe, and what might be thought of over the top. It can be simply a high five or a fisty bump, a small treat, or even a dedicated family celebration, so that everybody celebrates your child's achievement. It's not about the size of this celebration. Remember that the size of the celebration is not important. It's about the acknowledgement. That's the important part of it. So you don't have to think, oh my God, how am I going to be able to do all of these celebrations? It can be very, very simple. Okay, so don't overthink this one. Just make sure you do the celebration, because celebrating achievements isn't just a feel-good moment. It's also a strategic move, because it embeds a positive association with language learning with your child. And then when your child starts associating joy and pride and accomplishment with each goal they want to keep going. And this is really important, because when your child then conquers a language milestone, whether it's mastering a tricky pronunciation or understanding a complex story, and we celebrate it, we are then showing them with this that they can do what they're doing. Okay, they thought maybe they couldn't do it, they thought it was going to be hard, but we're actually showing them that they did really well and that everything is possible when you have set yourself appropriate goals, and they'll want to keep making goals. Okay, because they can see how by making goals, they're making real big headway. Okay, so it's not just about having a pat on the back. It's a way of saying, hey, you're doing fantastic. Let's tackle the next goal together. Okay, so this is that, in effect, you're doing fantastic. Let's tackle the next goal together is the celebration. Okay, how simple was that? Hey, hi, fisty bums, you're doing fantastic. Woohoo! Let's tackle the next goal and move on. They'll want to do it. And if you can relate to this, #relate, let me know that these are the sorts of things that you are doing to celebrate with your child on their small achievements or even their big achievements. We celebrate every achievement. So, as we now reach the conclusion here with our discussion on setting achievable goals, I really do extend a heartfelt encouragement to both you and your young learners to do the goal setting, because the essence of this journey, okay, goes beyond just the final result, the final destination. It's about cherishing each step of the way. It's about not making it just a task that has to be done. It's about creating a really good, positive a mindset that keeps them going through any area of their life. Because this, what I'm telling you now, is not just about language. It can be anything in life. It's about understanding that language learning is a dynamic voyage filled with exciting discoveries and gradual advancements. Because every small victory, no matter how seemingly insignificant it is, contributes to the bigger picture of your child's language proficiency. In encouraging your child to set and achieve goals, you are fostering a mindset of growth and resilience. So language learning becomes more than just an accumulation of vocabulary. Okay, so what do you do now? So I would get together with your child and discuss what they would like to achieve next year. Now, if it's easier for them to think on a more short-term basis, split the year into parts, maybe half a part, or split it into thirds or quarters, and then ask them what they would like to achieve in that small space of time, and start using what you have learned today to create your plan for your goals or your child's goals for next year. Okay, and I'd love to know in the comments below if this is something that you are most definitely going to do before the new year starts, because this is a great opportunity to start looking at next year before the year finishes, so that from day one you have exactly planned out what you're going to do, and you're not going to just drift from one place to another on this big journey of the seascape. Okay, so I hope this was really helpful, and I would love to know if it was of value to you as well. So #value, #helpful, #live, #replay, tag a friend in the comments so that they can then access this video. Share it with lots of people, because the more people that know about this really simple goal setting strategy, the better we can become at making sure that our children achieve the goals that we really want them to achieve. Okay, so you have an awesome day, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.